Hey, Catherine.
Good morning. Is this Daphne?
This is she.
Oh, it's a pleasure, and welcome to Living the Gourmet. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you
you.
for visiting with us this morning.
Thanks for
So,
having me.
oh, wonderful. Well, I have the pleasure of having Daphne Oz from ABC's popular TV show The Chew visiting with Living the Gourmet this morning. So thank you for coming and helping us celebrate National Grilled Cheese Sandwich Month. And you're going to talk about something called our cheesinality, something all us cheese lovers have in common,
That's right.
and and also teach us how to up our grilled cheese sandwich, the beloved comfort food.
Yes. Yes. Well, Cheesinality, it has to do with all of us who love grilled cheese, love cheese in general. They've done studies on people like us, and it turns out 86% of us, we are more charitable, we are more adventurous, and we love to travel. So, good just to know that about yourself if you love cheese. And like you said, grilled cheese is that sort of classic food everyone grew up eating. Everyone has their own version that their family made, but it usually was that classic American cheese or cheddar cheese. Maybe you had a side of tomato soup to go with it, and it just speaks to childhood, and it speaks to that when times were easy and carefree. And I think that every time you eat a grilled cheese sandwich, it just takes you right back to that happy place. And of course, the classic is great on its own, but there are so many new varieties they're coming out with, simple ways to really update and jazz up your grilled cheese and take it, like you said, up your game a little bit when it comes to getting in the kitchen, making a sandwich, and making it a little bit more gourmet without having to go too crazy. I'm actually here with Arla today, and one of the combinations we're doing is using their Havarti cheese with bacon and avocado, and it is one of the craziest, actually we're using Fontina cheese today with that, which is even better because I find that it like blends with that bacon and avocado and pulls so beautifully in that sandwich, melts together, and really creates the sensation that you want from a classic grilled cheese. But again, it has bacon and avocado on it, so how bad can that be?
Oh, exactly.
You know.
Everything's better with bacon.
Another combination that I love is Gouda with some roasted red bell peppers, and I like a little heat, so I throw some sliced jalapeno on there, and it's a little bit, you get that fresh, crisp crunch of the jalapeno, but then again, that little bit of juiciness from the peppers and that delicious melting cheese. And then my personal favorite, I got excited about the Havarti in this sandwich because I love it on this one. It's the Havarti grilled cheese with caramelized onion and fresh slices of pear that just go so nicely together. There's that natural balance of sweetness and savory that I think takes, like you said, a sandwich that everyone loves and makes it even more lovable overall, which I love.
Oh, well, I know one of my fondest memories is taking my children when they were little. We'd go shopping, and then we'd stop at the counter, and they would always get their grilled cheese
Oh,
with a small vanilla thick shake. And
yum.
that was just, so those are wonderful memories. I mean, the waitress knew us and everything, and she'd just bring it right out. And those are it's classic American.
I love that. I wish that they still had, did grocery stores like that where you could walk in and get something at the counter and they knew who you were and they had it ready for you when you were checking out. That is such a special memory. And even getting in the kitchen with I've got a 2-year-old daughter and a almost 6-month-old son, and getting in the kitchen with Philo, my daughter, it's one of the best places that we make memories together, and one of the first places that I'm able to introduce her to new kinds of foods, and getting her involved in the recipe creation, as messy and chaotic as it can make the process. It really helps me teach her about different kinds of foods and get her excited about trying things that sometimes stubborn 2-year-olds aren't that into. But I'm actually going to show you while we're talking this recipe with the caramelized onion and the pear, because it is one that actually she likes a lot, and I feel like it's a really simple combo that people can definitely use what they have in their fridge to make tonight. Whether or not you have caramelized onions, I think it's a quick thing to go get. You basically slice your onions up, throw it in a pan with some oil or some butter. A combination of both works really nicely too. And then a little bit of salt, and you just let those cook low and slow for about 20 minutes, even up to 45 minutes. The longer you cook, the darker they'll get because the natural sugars in those onions will get caramelizing. And you should make a big batch because although they do take a little bit of time going in at the front end, you can then freeze leftovers and use them in soups or use them in sauces, over salads, over omelets. They're great, different onions. And then one of my other tricks for making a great grilled cheese is having mayonnaise instead of butter on the outside of it. Mayonnaise has eggs in it, as you may know, and so when you throw it in the pan, it gets that extra golden brown, crispy exterior. It's a little bit sweeter, I find, than your traditional butter would be. So it's a great little trick if you are looking to update just a classic grilled cheese. Then I'm taking 2 slices of this great, beautiful Havarti cheese. I'm gonna layer on some of these awesome caramelized onions. And like I said, people who watch me on The Chew, they know that I'm a big fan of health food, that's my goal, is to be happy and healthy. And part of that balance, I find, is making plenty of room for worthwhile indulgence. A great sandwich like this fuels my resolve to eat healthy the rest of the time because this was totally worth every bite. I just layered on a couple slices of pear, and now I'm gonna go another 2 slices of the cheese, because I think that's really important to the balance of a grilled cheese sandwich, is that both slices of bread have cheese touching it. Mayonnaise on the outside, and that goes right into your hot pan, and it will start to sizzle and melt that cheese and caramelize that outer crust, and you'll have a great grilled cheese ready to go in 5 minutes, which I think, to your point, it's a fast, family-friendly meal that you can make anytime when you need something fast on the table.
Well, also the different ingredients that you use in it. I mean, your imagination is the limit.
Absolutely.
You can put in cilantro, parsley, basil, the tomatoes, which ups it to, like you say, the new different levels, and it turns your classic grilled cheese into gourmet.
Totally.
It's made a whole new resurgence.
Absolutely. Fresh herbs, like you said. Philo loves tapenade, believe it or not, different chutneys or jams. I mean, like you said, your imagination is absolutely the limit. You can use any number of things that you might. It's a great way to repurpose leftovers if you've got them in your fridge and you want to get rid of them in a way that doesn't look like the exact meal that you ate the night before. And it's fun. It's an easy, simple meal. It's classic American, and I feel like it's the kind of thing that everybody can get into because I actually do it for a dinner party sometimes. I'll make a big salad, I'll make a bunch of grilled cheeses, and then I'll put out a variety of toppings and let people create and mix and match their own, so it becomes something of a fun, a chance for adults to act a little bit like kids again, which is always a lot of fun. And if you want any more of these recipes, some more grilled cheese inspiration, you can head on over to arlausa.com. Got all of these there for you so you can make it tonight.
Oh, that's wonderful. And as you said, the whole family can enjoy being part of making the grilled cheese.
That's right.
And you could all share half each. You all make a different one,
Oh,
and
that's
you have
a neat,
great variety.
That's a really cute idea. I love that. I think that's adorable.
Oh, well, thank you so much for being with Living the Gourmet.
Thanks.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
I
Catherine.
appreciate it. And it's so nice talking to you.
You too.
Thank you. Have a wonderful day.
You too.
Okay. Bye-bye, Daphne.
Bye.